Hello and welcome to the Docking Bay 77 podcast, YouTube edition. I am one of the hosts, Dayton Johnson. Joining me on yet another Versus episode is one of our other hosts. It is Tim Brown, and he's healthy for you. How you doing, Tim?
I am doing well.
All right. Now, the reason Tim is on this episode is because he suggested this Versus topic. So, in case this is the first time on the video, the format is very simple. We take an original song, discuss it, give you some information about it, and then we discuss a cover version of it. For this one, this is We Don't Need Another Hero, originally done by Tina Turner, covered by Ghost. So, let's get into it. Which one of these two songs were you more familiar with coming into this episode?
Overall, I would probably say the original Tina Turner, although it had been quite a long time since I'd heard it when I finally heard the Ghost version.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, for me, I didn't even know the Ghost version existed until you suggested it. And the original one, the Tina Turner one, was burned into my brain thanks to the movie it came from, which of course is Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and MTV, played the video all the time.
Right, yeah, that
And
was in heavy rotation.
yeah, and it was a big hit for her at the time, so I heard it on the radio as well. But like you, I have not listened to it in years until we were getting ready for this episode. And honestly, the Ghost version I only just listened to for the first time yesterday, preparing for this, and I listened to it a bunch today as
Okay.
well. But yeah, I was excited to do this because I'm always looking forward to new versions of songs that I'm familiar with. So um, thank you for suggesting this.
All right.
All right, let's get
Do
into
it.
the let's get into this. The original song, written by Graham Lyle, who wrote songs for Tina Turner, Crystal Gale, and the Judds, and Terry Britton, who also wrote songs for Cliff Richard, Lenny Kravitz, Diana Ross, and Michael Jackson. Performed, of course, by Tina Turner for the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome soundtrack, in which she co-stars with Mel Gibson.
Right.
An edited version of the song was released on 7-inch single. A full-length version of the song was released as a 12-inch single. The song was a big hit for Turner, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, right behind John Parr's "St. Elmo's Fire" Man in Motion single from that film. Interesting. It did finish
And
the
interesting
year
that there were two songs from movie soundtracks back to
right.
back.
Yes, exactly. At the same time. That's it. It's probably fun. It did finish the year on the Billboard 200 at number 57. Okay. Thoughts on the original song? Tim, you get to go first.
Well, I mean, Tina Turner, obviously an icon. You can't really say too much bad about it. I mean,
Right.
she's got an amazing voice. She's always managed to really sell the emotion of a song. Um, yeah, there's nothing really bad to say about it, except that I will kind of mention that in the context of the film and like her character and the outfit that she's wearing in the video, there's a disconnect.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it was for the closing credits, so it wasn't actually during the film. But yes,
But yeah,
you're
this
right.
this movie, this post-apocalyptic Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome epic action extravaganza for the 80s, and then you got this almost light R&B song being
Right.
sung by Tina Turner in full chainmail and big bone earrings, and
Right. I
her
mean,
also looking metal AF.
yeah, right. She was a badass in that movie for sure.
Yes.
And yeah, that chainmail armor was not light. It
and,
was
and
not light.
hat tip to the sax player who also appeared in The Lost Boys.
Right. Which was her touring musician for her band as well. So yeah.
Oh, he was in her band. Okay,
Yes, he toured with her as
I
well.
figured he was just a studio guy that got hired because they needed a buff guy in the video.
No, he did tour with her, did sax and some among other things, even percussion and stuff. So yeah, he's a
Earlier before recording, I was out in my living room with my eldest child, and we were watching the original Tina Turner video, and we're
yes.
like, there's just no reason to be that ripped to play a sax solo.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the guy looks awesome, but there's just no reason for that.
you'll never forget him. I mean, we're talking about him years later,
Exactly, yeah.
so he, he,
40
he,
years
he
later, we're still bringing him up.
yeah, he accomplished it. Um,
Exactly.
so, and you're right. Tina Turner is an icon. She has a lot of emotion in her voice. She sounds great on the song. The production is stellar. Everything is so clean and clear. Her vocals are both beautiful and strong with a touch of sadness, because it's a if you think about the tone of the song and obviously where it falls with the movie, there is definitely some melancholy, some sorrow, even though it's kind of a happy ending, but not really because it's still the apocalypse, but
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
Um, my only actual complaint is at the very beginning of the song, how it starts. It feels very much like What's Love Got to Do with It. If you kind of A-B-M, the very beginnings of the song are very similar. Even I swear it's even the same key. It has the same tempo. But once it gets into the verse and stuff is where it changes. But the very beginning of the song still it because this came right after that album with all
yeah,
those
I was
hit
going to say
songs on it.
these were
So
right around the same time those
yeah,
songs were. So
yeah,
it
this
would make
followed up
sense that
that.
there'd be similar sound there.
Yes, yes, it's very similar. But
Yeah.
with all that being said, even years later, it still holds up. It still conveys a lot of emotion, and it's still a fantastic song. So, yeah, my only minor complaint is that it feels a little like that other song at the very beginning, but then soon enough, it moves on. All right.
All
Anything
right.
else on this one before we move on?
Honestly, no. I
Okay.
most of my notes are more about the Ghost version.
Okay. No
So
problem. All right, well, let's jump into that. Ghost covered the song and appears on their EP full of covers called Phantomime, by the way, love the name, which was released in 2023. Produced by Richard Costi, who did work for Fiona Apple, Muse, Foster the People, and the Foo Fighters. A few other notable covers on the EP include Jesus He Knows Me from Genesis, which Tim dropped on his top 7 cover songs. Check out that episode. And Phantom of the Opera, originally done by Iron Maiden, my favorite heavy metal band of all time. And both of those were actually released as singles. The EP was very successful, topping the hard rock albums chart, the independent albums charts, and then also hit number 2 on the rock albums and number 7 on the Billboard 200. So, well done for them. All right, let's hear your notes on the cover version from Ghost.
so if I'm gonna compare original to the cover version, there's some wins and loses categories here. So
Fair.
yeah, you got to start off with the vocals. If you're gonna compare Tina Turner to Tobias Forge or Papa as he's his incarnation in the band,
Right.
um, yeah, Tina wins that one hands down. I
Yeah.
I love Tobias. I think he's got a great voice. He does Ghosts material very well. If you're comparing him to Tina Turner, Tina wins.
Yeah,
So
that was actually on my notes. It's like that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
the vocals they sound good, but I
Yes.
kind of feel like it's missing the strength and the emotion that Tina has in her
Well, yeah,
sound.
she's got a lot more power. Even when she's singing soft and kind of holding back, you can tell there's oomph back there that I don't think Tobias brings, unless he starts getting a lot louder, as on some of the Ghost tracks.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. I agree with that 100%. I I like the harder edge that they brought to it.
Yes.
Their goal, I did read that they looked at this song as even though the original was not a rock song, they kind of felt it could be a rock song. And I think they succeeded in making it a hard rock power ballad for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like this version would have actually fit in the movie better.
Yes, I did. I actually did read that somebody said if they ever wanted to remake or update Beyond Thunderdome, they already have the closing credits song right here because it would
Right.
definitely, yeah, it's definitely
It's in
more
the can,
post,
ready to
yeah,
go, guys.
more post-apocalyptic than the original. So
Yes.
yes, um, uh, but I do want to go back to a little bit to the vocals. Oh, the one thing I do miss on this one that the original one had is I miss the children's choir.
Yes, yes, that was my other big note. The thing that keeps this from being an over the top great cover is they did not include the children's vocals.
All
And
right. So
I've read some stuff here and there. I don't know if it applied to this track, but Ghost being Ghost and their imagery and their stories, um, apparently has caused them some problems trying to get choirs and whatnot to work with them in the studio.
I'm
So
shocked. I'm shocked and amazed.
yeah, so I wonder if it was just a case of they couldn't find any children's choirs that their parents would sign off on being
Yeah.
in a semi-satanic
I say
video.
they saw the makeup and like, hard pass, hard pass.
Exactly, right.
Um, But
But yeah, that is a point where it does kind of dip. It keeps it from being as great as it possibly could. I'm with you. I like the harder edge on this
yeah,
version. It definitely works more there. The guitar solo in place of the sax solo,
it's really solid. It's really
definitely, yeah, it's
slick. Yeah,
really good. Yeah, like everything else on this cover, I think is really strong.
yeah. The I will admit that they do add the production. They add like some layers at the end to make up for the lack of the choir.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite fix it, but at least they made an attempt, knowing that they weren't going to have it. Overall, the production is really good. I love the sound, and maybe you can help me out with it. At the very beginning, I know it's a guitar, but it feels like it's a guitar and a keyboard at the same time. You know that dun
I
dun
think it
dun.
is.
Dun.
I think that's a
Yeah,
synth there too.
yeah, because it's very it's chunky, but also very electric, and at the same time it's slick, but it fits, and I really like it. And I'm like, oh, that can't just be guitar.
Yeah,
So
I don't think it's guitar at all. They've got two keyboard players in the band.
okay,
So,
all right,
yeah,
that makes
I'm
more
I'm
sense.
sure that that is synth.
All right, that makes a lot more sense. It actually sounds a bit menacing, which works with the band, and overall, it works kind of with the tone of the song too. So,
Right.
but yeah, everything else, I honestly, the thing that's missing is the vocals. You know what I mean? That's what's really lacking on their version. So, I
Yeah.
mean, they made it a hard rock song, but I mean, Tina Turner was next level when it came to
Yeah.
vocals. So,
And I honestly only think that the vocal lacking is apparent in the verses.
yeah,
I think the production that they got on the chorus really makes it stand out.
true. Yeah.
It's obviously the vocals are never going to beat Tina Turner, but if you take them standalone on their own, they are strong. I mean, that chorus really hits well for me.
All right. All right. So before we get to deciding which one we like the best, so when we were discussing our top seven cover songs, like I said, mentioned earlier, check out that episode for a full list from seven songs from the four of us. Um, it occurred to me that out of the four of us, I was the only one that's not a Ghost fan, and I've tried a couple of songs before. And is there an album you would recommend for me to check out, and anybody that maybe that's watching the video that hasn't listened to them, um, to check out to kind of sway, kind of something
Not
that.
so much an album, but their concert movie they did year before last,
Okay, all
right
right,
here, right now.
okay,
Look that up. You can find clips of it on YouTube. And I think I'm not sure it's streaming free anywhere, but it's a couple of dollars to get it and
okay,
watch it. Um, I their stage production is really great.
okay, all right. I'll check that
The
out.
whole backdrop of the stage is like all stained glass windows, looks like a giant church. And Papa comes out, he's got like his big robe and the big Pope hat and everything, and he's coming up to the mic. It's
All right,
it's great.
it's definitely a production. Got it.
Yes, yes.
All right.
It's not like the Eras Tour Taylor Swift level money that got put into it, but they definitely got some bang for their buck on that show.
All right, all right. I will look forward to checking that out. Okay, cool. All right, so I guess our final verdict on these two songs, which one, who does it better? I think we're probably in agreement, but you can go first.
I don't know. Honestly, if I'm picking one over the other, I'm kind of picking Ghost, as odd as that
Okay,
sounds.
okay,
It's just the harder edge, the heaviness of it really sits well with me versus the original.
right. I get that. I get that.
Obviously, the vocals aren't as strong with Tina. Tina is amazing, and that song is definitely one of her signature pieces.
Right.
But I don't know. I kind of find myself grooving a little more with Ghost on it.
All right. I actually did look up because I wanted to see if I could find a video of Ghost performing this live, and I wasn't able to find one. But I did find Tina Turner performing it back in 2009. And in 2009, she still sounded great doing the song, and that was like 30 years after the fact. So that was pretty
Yeah,
damn
yeah. Well,
impressive. So
her voice was fantastic right up to the end.
yes, agreed.
I never heard a bad clip of her.
So I'm going to go the other way. As much as I do like the Ghost cover and what they did with it, I still kind of prefer Tina's version. I think the majority of it is because I really do love her vocal performance in it, and that the children's choir just added a level that the other one didn't have. But it's not that, like I said, Ghost did a good job with it. But
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
gonna,
For me, it is really close.
yeah,
It's almost a 50-50. If I'm just gonna pick one to pick one, I'm gonna go Ghost. If they had put that children's choir on the Ghost version, hands down Ghost.
all right, all right. Okay, well, people watching us on YouTube, let us know what you think. I will put links for both versions in the show notes. Check them out, and of course, like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know which one you prefer. Also, if there is an original and a cover version of a song you want us to talk about, drop it down there as well. We will add it to our growing list of versus episodes coming soon. Thank you, Tim, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And to everybody watching, thank you for stopping by and come back every other Friday for a Versus episode and every other Friday for another top seven from our hosts. And see you later.